Have you ever looked at your electricity bill and have balked at the government for increasing the utility prices? Or have you ever felt disappointed and agonized by watching those prices of all the essential commodities going sky high, especially during and after the pandemic we've been in? Well, spare a thought or two for those living in some of the most expensive cities, because the inflation becomes tenfold when you want luxury. And this is the reason we've bought a list of the 5 most expensive cities to live in. So make sure you press the like and subscribe button and push that notifications icon so that you guys stay updated with everything going on around the world. Compiled by global mobility company ECA International, the world's most expensive cities takes a look at the money-hungry capitals that dominate the global economy. Each city ranked across a number of key factors, including the average price of household staples like milk and cooking oil, rent, utilities, public transit, and the strength of the local currency. The index specifically focuses on foreign workers and expats in their rankings. However, the ECA International isn't the only company that ranks the world's most expensive cities. The Economist Intelligence Unit, EIU, also releases a worldwide cost of living index every December, which, much like TM Out's list of the world's best cities, takes a bunch of different factors into consideration. Number 5. Tokyo, Japan. Fascinating become the continent most densely populated with expensive cities is Japan's capital, Tokyo. Japan is known for having very high costs of living, and with Tokyo the capital, it's no surprise why costs are the highest in the bustling city. Costs taking up the largest chunk of expenses include rent, closely followed by car ownership and transport. Those sleek, speedy bullet trains don't come without a cost. Ask any Japanese why homes cost so much, and you'll get the standard party line. Yes, Japan is a small country with very little land, blah blah blah. This, of course, is true. At 127 million people, Japan has almost 40% the size of the US population. In a land space, that's a bit smaller than California. But that does not explain why a quarter of the Japanese population lives in or around Tokyo, or why the Shimane prefectural government gave away land for free if you agreed to live there at least 6 months a year. The real reasons are found a bit deeper. In fact, most Japanese themselves, being completely apolitical, are clueless on how their government or system functions. City, catapulting Asia to number 4. London, United Kingdom. The city of dreams, London, has made a name for itself as the 4th most expensive city in the world. Like New York, plenty of people from all corners of the world flock to the UK city with bright eyes, hoping to establish a career, find fame, or just simply live the life Londoners make look so damn nice. London prices for rent and public transport are some of the most astronomical in the world, which is why you need lots of cash if you want to build a comfortable life for yourself here. Prices are so ridiculous that it can feel as if there are magnets at the door of each shop, ready to drain all the change from your pockets and wipe your debit card to boot. Spending $20 on a coffee and a sandwich is still at the upper end, sure, but there are definitely places where you can blow $10 without buying anything particularly exotic. And to cap it all, the housing is just out of the roof. Despite the government's price freeze at $2,500 annually, this is still a crippling blow for most London households on average to low incomes. Add these factors together with UK inflation rising to 8.8% in September, raising the price of food and all consumer goods. This has the makings of a full-blown affordability crisis in London and elsewhere. Think very carefully about the current state of your finances, your expected personal outgoings, and the general volatility of daily conditions before you commit to living in London. Number 3. Geneva, Switzerland. The top entry from Europe, Geneva in Switzerland, has long held the reputation of epitomizing all things class and luxury, known for its enabling of the most lavish of lifestyles, with the finest restaurants, social scene, and state-of-the-art homes. Walking down their pristine streets and going into one of the local grocery stores, you will be left with no questions as to why it's one of the most expensive cities to live in. Anyone who has done a weekly shop in Germany, France, Italy, or Austria and compared prices to Switzerland knows how much more it costs on the Swiss side of the border. The cost difference is sometimes pinned on the higher take-home pay paid to Swiss supermarket workers. Right? When a survey was conducted by comparing the price rates of some essential commodities, and a result was found that Geneva was the most expensive city to live in Europe. Number 2. New York, USA. New York is considered the world's largest urban economy, undoubtedly the most famous city. An overwhelming number of people move to and forth from the city daily. This city is one of the best places to live, work, and visit. New York City has replaced San Francisco as one of the most expensive cities. The city's prospering market is responsible for its high and wealthy prices. The only North American city to place in the top 10, New York is the land of opportunities, which no doubt attracts hordes of people from the USA and the rest of the world alike, all battling it out to make a name for themselves in the city. As such, it's no surprise that it's such an expensive city to live in. Everyone wants a bite of the Big Apple. A host of factors like convenience, transportation, entertainment, and a booming industrial sector contribute to the skyrocketing prices in the city. Higher house and insurance rents coupled with limited space and supply escalate prices in New York City even further. Accessibility to different cities in the world makes New York a hub for all international and industrial projects. New York City has the largest real estate market by value. The real estate market in NYC is booming from year to year. Due to this, investments in NYC yield greater profits and better reliability. The median sales in NYC are around $700,000. The average rent in NYC is around $3,400, which is twice the national average rent of $1,100. The average rent in Nike is about 82% of the American median salary. With the onset of so many industries in NYC, supply and demand is favoring prices. The real estate market has recovered well post the pandemic. The global rich are migrating to the city to invest in properties in NYC. Investments are increasing due to the proximity to colleges and universities. Number 1. Hong Kong. Asia dominates the list of the 10 most expensive cities to live in, so it's no surprise that the bustling city of Hong Kong takes the cake as the number 1. Hong Kong is a region of China and is known for attracting some of the most successful and wealthy businessmen in the world, with thousands of expats drawn to the city. This is the third year in a row that Hong Kong has claimed the honor of being the world's priciest city on the ECE index. To further rub some salt in the wounds, the housing prices are just out of the roof. Hong Kong was recently ranked the most expensive housing market in the world for the 7th consecutive year, according to the annual Demographia International Housing Affordability Survey. The survey, which divides median house prices by gross annual median household income, found Hong Kong to clock in at 18.1. So, on average, if someone makes $50,000 in annual income, the cost of their home would be $900,000, which is just out of the roof. So this was our list of the top 5 most expensive cities in the world. Make sure you press the like and subscribe button, and we'll see you guys in the next video.